generally, what all governments have to do is not just about NDC government, but all governments. What all governments have to do is to ensure that, for example, on the domestic side, locally manufactured goods, support is given to industry. Are they getting cheaper electricity? Is labor cost cheaper? Are raw materials cheaper? So that the final product will be cheaper. Then you and I, when we are buying, prices won't be rising that much.
Obese unimbu anka obuyi. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah edi asemeba na nne mesremu me ni atem. Mamu ni atem ate. Papa ne se na nru ye yi na oti se Ghana. You see inflation about 9.4% from 11.5%. Now you unprecedented because the past 4 good years Ghana na you achieve a single digit inflation. And even so, John Dramani Mahama and in the finance minister Kesila Tuforsen and in the Bank of Ghana governor Johnson Asiama your margin say where on person the inflation equal see at the end of the year 11.5%. But we be overachieve about 9.4%. Meaning say the economy is booming. Things are running smoothly, things are good. Now when they go to Kojo Oppong Nkrumah say more pens on the last 4 good years. I to abamad na na dan kwa go for Dr. Mahmoud Bomia. In 2020 no ma achieve a single decade da. In fact, Mokoya could do about 23.5%. And the end is for ye some fatal about body. Now inflation cry you can't Ghana force still. And then no so among for but say inflation no at 9.5%, but the price of goods are still high. Now your part the inflation here part say our church are saying and say inflation is simple means say hey that say more sika say more economy no to here idea stabilize nti amam for one he ha mo sika amam for the talk niema no omo busa omo nsaka bi e de talk ana omo de omonya bi ana omo de talk nti ebema niema talk ayefo no ntia se niema bo be ebeba fo ana say government person niema bo eba fo ma ye different method e de fa so and at the same time inflation so ye person e boa na ye sisa inflation kakra ye sisa by making sure say your currency be appreciating during an year you can say Bank of Ghana there over $5 billion US. Edi chemu ma IMF ene World Bank kwa be question here. E no boa ye ma ye cedi na appreciate here. Se say no kwa ma cedi no kwa sa koso kakra. Akodru 12 cedis, 50 pesos sa. At the same time we the nema da so e wo higher. Meaning say you go so aye import and nema dodo na de ba nti still. Meaning say price no ye da so de tono. Enya de amount for better so gidigidi sa. Nti we na na ye dey explain but Yankai say prior to the 4 years a year cano MPPA achieve as low as 7.5% inflation a single digit. Inti inflation no MPP should above funds happen in the first 4 years into the NDC we are monton boss na NDC nya de bi e bro so am say e go pon Kojo Oppong Nkrumah yes you say the NDC the first 4 years of the MPP omo the same thing into the NDC I'm glad you the MPP durian because MPP achieved 7.5% inflation. And that is a young president in this country. And they say NDC, they still have a lot to do. They have to make sure prices comes down better than it is now. They have to make sure a better appreciate it. And there's no way any of my Bank of Ghana making intervention by pumping in our reserves money into a friend saying say be appreciate cedi na and ni kwaso ye ne sa me say maybe you do the MP before you be chere economy no ene kwa be so ye be run Ghana and anya sa netie na den enti Kojo Oppong Nkrumah a mu the entire inflation na be dru 9.4% but Ghana enema border so ye den
Exactly. Me your debut.
Say please, what does it mean when they say inflation is down by 9.4%?
Inflation is the measure of the rate at which prices are going up. So when they say inflation has come down to 9.4%, they mean that from last year September to this year September, the rate at which prices were going up has slowed down to 9.4%. That's what it means. If you remember, at the end of 2024, Deloitte forecasts that this year, 2025, if you follow the program that the MPP government was using to bring inflation down, average inflation should be about 11% this year. So this 9.4, if you adjust for the average from the beginning of the year till now, I think it's about 17% average so far. In 2018 and 2019, during the MPP era, we brought inflation down to 7.8 and 7.1. So that's a context within which this current 9.4%, which brings it to an average of about 17% for the year. That's a context within which you should look at it.
What are some of the factors that contribute to
inflation going down?
Yes.
So usually, so there's demand and then there's supply side. So usually the government can do some things to ensure that whatever is causing the increases in price is controlled. Where the government is not able to do that, the Bank of Ghana will come in to suck some money out of the economy using various methods. Once too many people don't have so much money, then they won't demand too many things, which can sometimes make the prices go down. So in this particular instance, there are about 3 reasons. Number one is that, the currency is appreciated. Though now it's going back up, generally it's appreciated. The government has taken a lot of money from our reserves. Last time we spoke, I told you about 4 billion plus. They've dumped it on the market to try and suppress the currency. So it's allowed the currency to appreciate. And because of that, the prices of imported items have, in some cases, come down or stabilized or are not rising that quickly. So imported inflation is tamed. That's one of the main reasons. The second reason is that also on the imported side, as the global platforms, JP Morgan and the rest are reporting, the global inflation itself is also tamed a bit. So the rate at which prices were rising on the world stage following the different crises is also tamed. And then I think the last one is that the Bank of Ghana has sucked a lot of money from the local economy, about 60 billion. You remember the last time when we spoke in the conference room, I was explaining to you that they've sucked about 60 billion from the economy. And so it reduces how much money people have to demand. And that has a way of also slowing down the rate at which prices are going up.
So please, why are food prices so expensive?
That one, you have to look at it from the food and non-food side. So I've already explained to you that imported inflation is tamed, though domestic inflation is still, as in the price of locally manufactured goods is still a bit high. Then if you also look at it from food and non-food, you'll find out that food inflation has not gone down as much as non-food inflation. The reason is that the things that cause food inflation, so how are farmers getting inputs, fertilizers, fuel, for preparing their land, etc., transportation of food items, the margins that market queens, etc., are putting on it, storage problems, all of those ones have still not been solved. So food inflation is not taming as quickly as non-food inflation is taming. So that's why you see that food prices are still not lower per se. Despite even the seasonalities.
This is my last question. What are some of the things we can do to make prices cheaper in the economy?
I think generally what all governments have to do is not just about NDC government, but all governments. What all governments have to do is to ensure that, for example, on the domestic side, locally manufactured goods, support is given to industry. Are they getting cheaper electricity? Is labor cost cheaper? Are raw materials cheaper? So that the final product will be cheaper. Then you and I, when we are buying, prices won't be rising that much. And then on the food side, like I mentioned, the things that go into food production and transportation and storage, the governments also have to tackle it so that food inflation also doesn't rise.
Okay, thank you.
We okay?
Me okay.
Yeah, me how.
Obese unimbu anka obuyi. Allah wallahi. Abafo say na Kojo Oppong Nkrumah. What is our counter ready now? Anna in incumbent with the MPP. One demand one mass economy no. Man make sure say nema be stable. Am I? Also the where the make ya. Most of the things are NDC achieving nay. I can't get to see the MPP. In share MPP the two. Or this our single digit inflation you could no ya dear. MPP pencil. And almost started those projects no. And the World Bank and the IMF crack I say, per the way Ghana, I shall say manage your money with the current or the previous administration no. I possible say by 2025 ending, Ghana be achieve single digit inflation. And the NDC enjoy some inflation, and yet because of the NDC doing any magic, and yet because of that efficient policies are John the money mama maybe and I friends and Dr. Mahmoud Bumega say monka one policy and this for yentia amusidi appreciate ni na MPP for go for oil am de buy no any MPP for policies am to ho ana mama ka dey efficient policies efficient leadership entina sanya mane ko so no and Kojo Oppong Nkrumah say refer to the NDC say that 9.4% no kind ketesi the NPP for adawroma omo na aye sa adwuma we mana bam omunti anane Ghana ye enjoy 9.5% of inflation. Now at the same time we na say market here says hey ade no nemo bold as wo soro but government e da so few interventions obetima our advice government say onye na me say okay nice one ade na eduru papa ni bia na MPP mu ni mu bi bedu boni na mu ni mu hwe de ye papa bia so far e ba Ghana ha MPP ni mu bi de boni bia ba MPP ni mu hwe go for a year muka say a one factor na ma city na appreciate in the subsequent years but anti me appreciate at the time ananado ani Dr. Mahmoud Bumia ho but how on earth oh just miraculously John Dramani mama ni Jenna no poku adima ba ye nko ade acha se weke enim de ntia MPP na nka se o mo sha se so no mo implement on policies and weke okay yen kan se na enye short term a long term but if it is for long term that's a more long term plans you had 4 years and 4 years which is 8 years and the Yenfan said the first 4 years were not that bad but the last 4 years were terrible. In the last 4 years, you couldn't wake up one day, decide to make sure some will implement policies for the long term. In a year or two, never to master Ghana fortune. Among the bankruptcy, go do mama to an extent. You have to do the DDAP, that haircut nearby, and then Nanado is lamenting on it. Baumia is apologizing. A friend is saying the deputy finance minister Stephen Amwa, sticker in Chayasu MP is also apologizing. And now Mopa Huacho Amoka say necessary and Kamoyas Atamina because the country was in turmoil. Namunim wenina Anamanya obedient 9 months. Obayeno, one farm playbook rune play or the different playbook I on the playbook I in the manifesto and they play and they are achieving it. But all of a sudden, a MPP, any IMF, any World Bank, the Canada, as the MPP administration is doing something miraculous. So at the end of the year, even when they win or they don't win power, whether they continue the same policies or different person comes with different policies, they are going to achieve that a single digit inflation. One I can't answer. But if you believe it, say, MPP for no opposition, it seems they speak better to the friends and national interest than when they are in incumbent. Because at incumbent, no one who to same situation, I call single digit inflation. But when you are in opposition, you know your policies was what influenced the 9 months administration to achieve a single digit inflation. But yours 4 years, your 4 years, your 8 years couldn't achieve that single digit inflation when you are leaving power. Is God not wonderful? Is God not the miraculous God? Wow! What? Help before we could it back. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, the communication minister at that time, right? And information minister. Papa no say, Masa, inflation na ye huni de MPP and start here and then is for be any hit. In the France and most start here mun date back. Na mfa ko MPP, ase na mu de NDC for kakra na kana na man France no de abemom. Na emom no, o say Bank of Ghana e make intervention be rich obekan here, which I remember very well, sir. Ogase enya de so oye onyai and then the next conversation they say he did it and it have worked but MPP still played the role. Now if once upon a time we got to CD appreciation was because of gold for oil, now gold for the same gold for oil no in a few weeks later the Bank of Ghana have written a friend is saying a letter actually say no, we have withdrawn from whatever is called gold for oil no because for the past 3 years that it was initiated, so over 1 billion of a can yabragu. Nyanse bi enu faso bi amaso. And the CD appreciation no, meaning we cannot attribute to the MPP and to the gold for oil. So what What are we supposed to believe? Said this time around, a MPP na din hihye bi tu ho na sa hihye na aye hihye pa no. I'm to for long term no. And then I must still na me bufu say e beto atie mu a mu wie ya na mu ye thank you to apologize to Ghanaians. Ba. Ade na say a blue and white but time person in black and white. As a blue, yellow, green, they use the way colors. But who pursue I would then at the end black and white. And yes, I but my bigger question to those who understand economics beyond the basic and beyond the novice knowledge, me person me who are there in inflation that me do single digit, and this is not the first time. Under John Ajekun Kufuor, we yenyabi, but still you don't feel it in your pocket. Under John Ivazatame is the late yenyabi, but still you won't feel it in your pocket. And then another Danko Akufo, yes, yenya single digit. Yet you wouldn't feel it in your pocket. I remember under John Dramani Mama in 2012 to 2016, yenyabi still you don't feel it in your pocket. This time around the same thing. Is it because Ghanaians have natural tendency of keeping their things so high? And I say because we are so bad in trading that we always want to reap 100% profit of the 100% expenditure that we incur. Or at the end 10 Ghana, but so 20 Ghana. Or at the end 50 Ghana, but so 100 Ghana. We always look for 100% profit margin. Because tell me why we are still buying kenke for 10 Ghana and 7 Ghana cedis. One maize, a bag of maize, it has 400 Ghana, 450 Ghana. One tomatoes, or 20 Ghana, ubetimi dia moko dia ton, dokuna e weti 1,000 cedis. One or to top mokoni ntos ni jene, ni kakado so de kwa ni sheto a, enya emoro 200 Ghana cedis. Enti sha se kekabom, wo sheto na oye moko a wutwi ye. Nkrumah kwa de moya moton Nkrumah 20 friends 30 cities ubetima ton san Nkrumah 30 because antre baako moton 5 cities at any 2 cities ni 3 cities ubetima ton Nkrumah 10 cities awia ton 100 cities obi agoto talia first spaghetti na wanu so oton mo ugoto talia emo na so enukra mini nte gba ya toguso me spaghetti o asakitu abi no diguso e de ma wa 3 cities or 5 cities. Cabbage na okoto and salad na okoto na okoto 10 cedis no oba betwam half na wasinsin de aguni bom uto cabbage 3 cedis a na wasan wasase o kan no de agum, making things excessively expensive. And inflation you can achieve it in the books ebe more about affect you, but the general public and your public consumption, your high cost of living, it have nothing to do with it. They be no still we can achieve all the we might achieve zero inflation, we might achieve deflation, but still one thing still remains: high cost of living. Ghana nyama bon kosoro ensa mbapom. I don't know why, I don't get it. And have stick time from time immemorial since that day. I James in there. So I really want to know, dear pan betima yama inflation no eba for the prices of goods and services will also come down, like how inflation is supposed to work. For comments, to comment section, as Kojo Oppong Nkrumah say a NPP, Adaroma, and I'm NDC achieved the 9.4 single digit inflation. I been see that in the last 4 years. No, also I'm gonna plan the 2 ho, I'm gonna be the 2 ho, I'm a frack and a boom. Na question is, so I'm gonna hear the 2. I don't know man TV. I don't know musi. Now I'm also asking, why is inflation low? Why have we achieved single digit inflation, but the price of goods and commodities are so high? Are you Ghanaians in the year too wicked? And I say inflation on paper have nothing to do in practicalities. For comment, to comment section as we are. Subscribe, like, let's see more. Enebi enre edino eba kope number 1 Maxi Billian, our naked truth on Oldboga trends. Bye bye.